She admitted she hit him. Then the court learned she was earning $55,000 a year and was still asking the judge for sympathy. What started as a routine child support dispute quickly took a dramatic turn once the full story came out.
Adams?
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've decided that I need a little more money a month with the child that we have, so that's why I'm here.
All right. So currently, how much are you receiving?
I think it's about minimum wage.
Okay. So about, what, $213 or so?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yes, around that area.
All right. How old is the child?
She's 5.
Okay. Does mom give anything extra? Has she been doing anything extra?
No. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So how did you all get to this point? She's on minimum wage child support. Was she working previously?
She was working previously, and
At first, this case sounds pretty straightforward. Dad isn't asking for anything extravagant. He's simply questioning how a 5-year-old child is supposed to be supported on roughly $200 a month. And right away, Judge Vonda B. recognizes the concern. Raising a child costs money, and the numbers immediately become impossible to ignore.
she quit the job. I want to say I can't really get that backstory out of her, but we had to separate, Your Honor. I couldn't do it anymore.
You couldn't do what anymore?
I couldn't be with her. She started to get very just abusive for what it is. My breaking point, she went upside my head because I couldn't put her food in the microwave.
Oh, wow. This lady did that?
Your Honor, she
looks so sweet.
No, you darn near need to get the bailiff in here. I can't. She's very abusive. She can play the funk.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna throw nothing at me, are you?
No, ma'am. No.
Okay. Well, he said you went upside his head. I just want to make sure you don't try to go upside mine.
It was a rough day that day. Your Honor, I'm diagnosed bipolar, and I was just having a really rough day. And our child, she was just really just crying all day, and I just needed a little bit of help. And he was just saying he couldn't help me at home, and so that's why I just kind of acted out.
Oh, okay. So it was an isolated incident?
Huh?
Was it an isolated incident?
I'm sorry. When she get her foot going like that, I just say it again.
Was it an isolated incident?
What do you mean isolated?
Like, did that happen one time?
No.
She's gone upside your head numbers of times.
Numbers, dozens.
This moment speaks volumes. Allegations of abuse surface quickly, and the entire atmosphere of the courtroom changes. The judge isn't interested in excuses, and neither is anyone else in the room. Accountability becomes the focus, and that's exactly where the discussion stays.
So I really want to work it out, and I just got this new job. And
tell me about that new job.
Well, I'm a manager at a fast food restaurant.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get back on my feet, and but I got a lot of debt, so I have to save that money, and I don't feel like I can pay more child support right now.
How much are you making now at your new job?
I'm making $55,000.
55,000. That's a lot from where you're at now.
I didn't have anything before, and I just have a lot of the credit card debt.
Okay.
This is the moment everything shifts. The income figure comes out. $55,000 a year. That's not barely scraping by. That's a completely different financial picture. The judge notices it immediately, and suddenly the argument looks very different than it did just a few minutes earlier.
Health debt, with my medication and my visits.
I understand. You understand that he has things that he needs to pay for you all's daughter, right?
Yes.
And I can only imagine $200 or so for a 5-year-old is not cutting it.
It's not.
You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So it's only fair that your child support is increased because your income has changed and you have the means now to support your daughter a little bit better. Now, that's not to say I understand that you have debt. I understand that you have things that you have to pay for, but with what's in the best interest of the child, your child support should be increased. You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your daughter involved in any extracurricular activities or anything?
Yes, she's in ballet.
Ballet, okay. How much is ballet?
It comes to about, I want to say about 200 a month.
200 a month? Okay. And she goes throughout the year?
Yes.
Okay. What about health insurance?
I pay health insurance.
All right. How much is health insurance?
It's about $222 a month.
All right. Can mom attend any
No.
ballet? No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. So mom had supervised visits.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, the conversation turns to reality. Ballet lessons, health insurance, supervised visitation, and everyday expenses. These aren't luxury items. They're part of a child's normal life. And at the end of the day, someone has to contribute to those costs.
All right. So this is what we're going to do, ma'am. We are going to adjust your child support so that it increases to reflect what it should be based on your new income. You testified that your new amount was $55,000. That would bring your gross to $4,580, bringing your net to $3,504. You only have one child? This is your only child?
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
So that's going to be based on 20%, which brings your child support amount to $700.80. Now you do have to reimburse dad for the health insurance. Okay. So that's $780 plus the $222 for health insurance reimbursement. That brings your monthly obligation to $922.80 per month. Okay. You understand that?
Can I just mention one thing, Your Honor?
Sure.
Reggie, he's a used car salesman, and he sold me this discounted car, and it's just a junk car, and I've been having so many bills from this car.
Okay.
And I just had it in the shop, and it was $750
All right.
because it's just breaking down, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford all this because he's the one who sold me this and said it was a good car.
So what
Your
did
Honor,
you
in
want
my
me to
defense,
do about it?
I sold her that car.
Well, here's the deal. I don't even need your defense because I didn't need her story. It doesn't have any impact on what it is that I have to do. This isn't a divorce where, we're in a temporary orders hearing and we're talking about splitting debts and anything like that. So it's irrelevant to what we're doing here today. However, you have to take care of that expense. That's how you're going to have to handle it. And if the two of you have an issue that ends up having to result in litigation, that'll be done in a different court. Okay. So as of today, your child support has been increased to $922.80. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you all.
Judge Vonda B doesn't get sidetracked. Stories about old cars, relationship problems, or personal drama don't change the issue at hand. The focus remains exactly where it belongs: the child. The calculations are straightforward, the ruling is firm, and the responsibility is clear. She came to court hoping for more money. What she didn't expect was the judge carefully breaking down the facts. A father paying $1,000 a month, providing insurance, and actively sharing custody. Then one statement changes the entire direction of the case.
Yes, ma'am.
Mrs. Henry, excuse me, you brought this case before the court.
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
going on?
Well, I'm bringing my husband, hopefully ex-husband soon, for child support. He roughly pays about $1,000 a month, and I feel he should be paying more because he makes more. He makes more than I do.
Okay, but he's not under a court order, right?
No, ma'am. He just gives
So
me,
he voluntarily gives you $1,000 a month for child support.
yes, and exactly voluntarily gives me money. Every
But
now
that's
and
a
then,
good thing, right?
every now and then he gives me money. Then most time I'm begging for him to give me money.
Still get it?
So what's going on? Like, fill me in. How did we get here today?
We're here today because I know he's a truck driver. He's over the road all the time. But like I
Okay.
said, I need more money for my children. They're in activities, private school. I just need more money. And I'm not jealous of him or anything like that. That's what he said before, but I'm not.
You said they're in activities and they go to private school, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it fair to assume that the $1,000 is covering that?
No, it's not.
So who needs the money? The kids are...
Right away, this sounds simple, but it really isn't. Voluntary support payments, no formal court order, and a shared parenting arrangement create a more complicated situation than it first appears. Judge Vonda B isn't accepting confusion as an answer. She wants facts, and she's determined to get them.
Well, of course, I have to look good too, but I don't spend that money on myself. I spend it on
She
my
spent
children.
all of it
No,
on
I
herself,
do
Your
not.
Honor.
No, I do not. No, I do not. You don't have proof of that?
Your Honor, I
You
currently
don't have proof of that?
I currently
You do not have proof of that?
Excuse me. Okay. As best you can, try not to interject until I'm done speaking with her, and I promise I will come over to you.
Yes,
Thank you, because I was talking.
I was talking to him. I did not need you to echo me.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
All right. Now you answer my questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Wouldn't it be fair to say that with the tuition as well as the children's expenses, that $1,000 is covering that?
It's not.
How much is the tuition?
Tuition is, we have 2 children.
Okay.
And tuition is it's about $500 a piece. That's $1,000 right there. And I still need more money because they need clothes. I need to feed them.
Does he give you any money in regards to extra, like for the extracurricular activities or anything like that?
I'm trying to get extra. He won't give me that. No, he does not give me extra.
What is the visitation schedule between the two of you?
He has the kids Sunday through Wednesday.
That's split.
He's still.
So let me just make sure I got this straight. He's voluntarily giving you $1,000 a month for child support, correct?
That's correct.
He has the children, you said Sunday through Wednesday?
Yes.
Which means you have them Wednesday through Sunday.
That's correct.
Who pays health insurance?
I do, Your Honor.
How much is health insurance?
It's roughly $309 a month. She asked me a question.
But she's still talking to me, though.
Okay. I did ask him a question.
Okay.
So everything that I just repeated back to you is accurate, right?
He has money. He's spending on other women.
That wasn't my question. Everything that I just repeated back to you is accurate, right?
Pretty much.
Now, the pressure starts building. The judge begins working through the numbers out loud, and suddenly things aren't adding up. Shared parenting time, tuition already being paid, health insurance already covered. Yet the request for additional support keeps increasing. The math simply isn't supporting the argument.
He has other women he's spending money on.
She never lets me talk, so.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk.
Exactly.
Okay.
What it is, Your Honor, she's she didn't mention this, but she's engaged.
Wow.
And she just found out that I'm recently dating, so now she's mad at me.
Oh, I'm mad.
There
I'm
goes
mad.
the
Very
conflict.
mad.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
There goes the conflict.
I'm
Now,
not
I
mad.
asked what was the disconnect here. It was something missing. So you brought him to court because he has a new girlfriend?
No, ma'am. I'm not
That's
mad
exactly
about
why, Your Honor.
And you're engaged?
Yes, ma'am.
He's still going to want to marry you after he see what you're doing to this man?
He's on my side about this.
Of course he is.
So he agrees that he should be paying more than $1,000 a month
Yes,
in
like
child
I said,
support.
he has other women that he's pretty much
What does
tricking
his
money
other
on.
women have to do with anything?
'Cause he's spending
Quite
other money.
frankly, you shouldn't care. You have a whole nother man that you should be worried about, and you over
understand
here
that.
all in his business.
I'm not trying to be in
And
his
he doesn't
business.
even work
You
for
are
him.
trying to be in his business because you have mentioned it twice that he has other women. His
Yes.
other women has nothing to do with this
It-
case.
it
So
really
you can
does,
pipe
Your Honor.
down
It really
and stop
does.
bringing that up. It has nothing to do with
Okay.
it. Well, let
It
me
really
say it
does.
like this. It is not going to have an impact on my decision today.
Wow. Okay.
Okay? Thank you. Now, so you have a new girlfriend and she's in her feelings about it.
This is the turning point. Once new relationships become part of the discussion, the mood in the courtroom changes immediately. The judge no longer has to speculate. The motivation behind the request becomes much easier to understand, and the entire case takes on a different perspective.
Okay?
She always try to come by to see if she's there. If she sees out, she always try to come make a hostile environment.
Did your fiance come to court today?
No, he didn't.
Oh, well, I'm glad. Because if what he's saying is true, that's not a good look.
I am not jealous. I'm not hating. I'm not coming by the house or anything looking for him.
Okay.
So again, the disconnect
Just
is
stop spending that money on the other women and your
I
children.
need you to stop interrupting me
Yes, ma'am.
because you have not done anything to prove to me yet that this man needs to pay you even the $1,000.
Okay.
You said the children are in private school. It's $1,000 for private school.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the whole child support.
Here's where evidence wins over emotion. Interruptions, explanations, and personal frustrations are pushed aside. Judge Vonda B. makes it crystal clear that child support decisions aren't based on hurt feelings or relationship conflicts. They're based on facts and the needs of the child.
But you're a
You're
teacher.
taking care of yourself.
What?
You're not taking care of them.
You don't know that.
I do.
No,
Miss
you don't.
Henry. Miss
You know
Henry.
that. Yes,
You
ma'am.
obviously came here to waste my time.
No,
okay?
no, Your Honor.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, you
No.
did. You are asking for more money, and he's giving just that. He's giving $1,000. He's covering the kids' tuition.
So what about clothing?
Y'all have a split schedule.
I
He
buy
needs
them.
to
I got
maintain
clothes at my
clothing.
house.
Excuse me, Mr.
Please, you
Henry.
bring the
Excuse
kids
me. Give me a
back
minute.
home and they
Give me a
look
minute.
just-
Here's the reality of it. You all have a split schedule. You need to be providing clothing and everything for your home. You need to be providing clothing and everything for your home. This is what I'm going.
This is the courtroom reality check. Shared custody comes with shared responsibility. The judge lays out what is fair, reasonable, and supported by the facts. Not what sounds convincing, not what feels emotional, just what the law and the numbers actually support.
Not going to order anybody to pay child support. What I'm going to do is that you testified to this. You said tuition was $1,000.
Yes.
$500 per child. So you know what? You're going to pay $500
Wow.
and he's going to pay
Judge.
$500 directly to the school.
That
is
you make
right.
more money than I do, and you had.
And you're going to keep maintaining the health insurance. Okay. Now,
Thank
if you decide to get private health insurance on your own through your employer, you're obviously, you can do that. The children can be double insured, but
True.
I'm not going to have him pay more than $1,000 or even continue paying $1,000 when, based on both of your testimony, you have a split schedule. That's what's in the best interest of the children. And that's what's fair.
fair.
That is fair.
That's not fair.
Well, it is fair today. Did you have anything else?
You got it. You got it.
It's always about me, right?
It is.
I asked
It
you a
is.
question. Did you have anything further for today?
No, I don't.
Okay, Mr.
Just
Henry,
when
did
you
you
bring
have?
the kids back home, make sure they're dressed properly, please.
I bring them back with what they came with.
What? Okay.
Okay, well, Mr. Henry, is there anything further?
That's it, Your Honor.
If there's nothing further, you all.
She dropped her children off for what was supposed to be a summer visit and never returned. 9 months later, those 2 kids are still waiting, and the explanation is almost unbelievable. Their mother says she no longer wants to be a parent. Now Judge Vonda B. is faced with one question. Who should bear the consequences of that decision?
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, basically, my sister came and dropped her kids off 9 months ago and hasn't come back for them.
How old are the kids?
4 and 7.
All right. What do you mean she dropped them off and hasn't come back?
Well,
I mean, tell me the story. Like what
so
happened?
for one summer, she just, called and said, "Hey, I need to, would you like your niece and nephew for the summer?" And I said, "Sure, So I took care of them because I know she works hard and she, is, attending school at night. And I don't have any kids, so I, volunteered to help out. But she hasn't come back for them, nor does she give any financial support. So I'm here.
Okay. And you want your sister to pay child support to you for her 4-year-old and her 7-year-old?
Yes.
Okay. Are these boys, girls?
The older one's a girl and
Okay.
the younger one's a boy.
Okay. What about health insurance?
She pays the health insurance.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I love my niece and my nephew, and I I don't necessarily want to keep them from her, but if she needs my help and I can help, then I want to, but I need her help also. So
All right.
that's it. I'm not trying to be ugly or malicious to my sister. I want her to do well. I just need help.
This moment reveals everything. One sister stepped in thinking she was providing temporary help. She didn't have children of her own and expected the arrangement to last only a short time. Fast forward 9 months, and she's become a full-time parent overnight. At that point, it's no longer babysitting. It's a complete transfer of responsibility.
Understand? Okay. Ma'am, what is the reason that you dropped your children off with your sister and haven't been back to get them?
I just decided that I don't want to have kids.
Excuse me?
I don't want to have kids.
Yeah, well, you already had them, so they're yours. Your sister is raising them. Don't you think you should want to get them back? Or you don't want kids at all? You don't want the responsibility, anything?
No, I just don't want to have kids anymore.
Okay, interesting. Now, what about the financial part of it? What about paying your sister child support to take care of your children? I mean, you don't want them. You're not raising them. They've been with her for the past 9 months. So wouldn't you say it's fair to give her some money for them?
I don't really have it. I only make like $40,000 a year.
But you're making money. Okay. Do you live alone?
Yes.
You live alone. You make $40,000 a year. She said you pay health insurance.
Can you believe this? Saying, "I don't want children anymore," doesn't erase parental obligations. Judge Vondabee's reaction mirrors what everyone in the courtroom is thinking. That decision was made years ago when those children entered the world. Parenthood isn't something you simply opt out of when it becomes difficult.
And I go to school at night.
Okay. Well, that's good. You don't want to... What are you going to school for? Let me ask you this first.
For fashion.
Fashion? Okay. You plan to make a lot of money with that?
Hopefully one day.
Do you intend on getting your kids back at some point?
I mean, I don't know. I just know how I feel right now, and I just don't want to have my kids. I just want to focus on my career.
So let's talk about that. Did you just wake up one day and say, I don't want to have kids anymore, and I'm going to send them, make it seem as though I want my sister to keep them for the summer, when really I'm just going to drop them off and never pick them back up? Like, how did you get to that point?
It just kind of happened, and it
kind of just happened. Are you dating someone?
No.
Were you dating someone?
Yes.
Did they have kids?
No.
They didn't want your kids around?
I mean, not necessarily.
So what was that what started this? You not wanting your kids because the person you were in a relationship with really didn't want your kids around?
Well, no. It's just, I just want to focus on my school, and I work. And so that's like my whole day. And
you have to understand why this is hard for me to process, right? Because myself, I'm a parent, and I'll do whatever for my kids. That includes career, whatever. So to be sitting across from you and you're very adamant about that, it's really shocking for me. So you'll have to excuse me if I seem a little taken back.
This is where the case takes a major turn. Education goals and career ambitions are important, but they don't eliminate parental responsibilities. Life may become overwhelming, but that doesn't change the obligations that come with raising children. The judge isn't accepting confusion as an explanation, and neither is anyone else in the room.
It's not making sense, ma'am. What it sounds like to me is that you ditched your kids because of the relationship that you previously had. You're no longer with that person.
Right.
Which means you can go get your kids again, right?
Well, now they've just been there so long, it's maybe what's best. And
well, 9 months is a long time in the sense that you go without seeing them and taking care of them, but you can still make it right.
It's easier for her, Judge. My apologies to just, outburst, but it's just easier for her, for me to have them, basically.
And this is what you're okay with doing?
Yeah.
That interruption carries a lot of weight. The sister isn't asking for recognition or applause. She's asking for support. She's caring for 2 children every single day without relief, without breaks, and without assistance. That's a reality that can't be ignored, no matter how it's presented.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. You said you make $40,000 a year. Health insurance, how much was that?
$80.
$80. Okay. And that $80, that's for both of the children?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to have you do. We're going to have you continue to pay the health insurance. At least make sure the kids stay insured. Okay. And you have to keep working because you're going to pay your sister child support. You understand that, right?
But I don't make enough.
Did you think you were going to come in here, not take care of them and not pay child support?
Well, I just think
I need to hear this.
they're doing okay and she can do it.
Right, but she needs financial support. Your sister doesn't have any children. You dumped 2 kids on her. And the fact that you think that is okay is unacceptable. You dropped 2 kids on her and you don't even want to pay for them. But what did you think we were doing here today? You think I'm sitting up here so you can waste my time?
No.
Okay, so you'd agree with me, you should be paying your sister something, right?
Yes.
Okay. When do you graduate from school?
In May of next year.
Okay. Where are the children's father?
I don't know.
For both? Or, do they have the same father?
No.
Okay, so where is the 7-year-old's dad?
He's somewhere. I don't know. I don't really know.
What about the 4-year-old?
He's present sometimes. He comes around sometimes.
Are you okay?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, you understand what's going on here today, right? I just want to make sure that you're completely aware of everything that's going on today. You're going to walk out of this courtroom today paying child support to your sister. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Judge Vonda B becomes completely focused here. Income, insurance, financial responsibility. The discussion moves away from emotions and centers on facts. The judge makes one thing very clear. Decisions have consequences and responsibility follows those decisions.
Hey. Now, if you don't understand, I need you to tell me you don't understand, okay? So we're clear, you understand.
Yes.
Okay. So you said you made $40,000 a year, giving you credit for health insurance that bring your gross to $3,253. Your net, $2,798. That's 25% for 2 children. That brings your child support to about $699.50. We're going to round it up to $700. That's what you will pay your sister monthly.
I just don't think I can afford it. I have to pay for school, and that's really what my priority is right now.
Well, your sister's priority is to take care of your children, not her children, your children. So as long as she's in the position that you put her in, you're going to have to make it work. You graduate next year, you can find a job, a better paying job than what you have now, right? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. So then there's no confusion. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Are you upset with her?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure because I don't believe she did anything wrong. Miss Allen, do you have any other questions?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further.
Final order is $700 per month. Not as punishment, but as accountability. Judge Vonda B reminds everyone that the true priority in this case is not the adults. It's the children. Do you think the ruling was fair, or should the court have gone even further? Share your thoughts in the comments. If accountability matters, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow more Judge Vonda B. Courtroom decisions.
Franklin, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Judge Vonda. My son was killed 3 months ago. I have a granddaughter that's 9 years old. I've had custody of her since she was a baby. After his death and funeral, Kim decides she wants to come to my house and remove her. Brought the police to my house.
After the funeral?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. She did. She did that. As traumatic as it was for me and my family, she decided to remove Rakisha with the police, caused a scene, which she's done in the past. I'm here today for grandparents' rights. I've had my granddaughter since she was a baby. She doesn't even know who this lady is.
Her son is gone, and before the family can even process the loss, police arrive at the house after the funeral. A 9-year-old girl finds herself caught in the middle of grief, family conflict, allegations of drug use, and questions about money. Now, Judge Vonda B. must determine who is truly best suited to care for this child moving forward.
Knows that she's her mother, but as far as knowing who she is, and with her lengthy past, when I say
When
lengthy,
you say lengthy past, what do you mean by that?
drugs, drinking, fighting, beating the system.
Beating the system.
Yes.
How did she do that?
Welfare, food stamps, housing, anything that's not legal, she's done.
But Rakisha, I said her name right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, she lives with you.
Yes, Your Honor.
And prior to your son's death, did your son live with you too, or was Rakisha just living with you?
Only Rakisha, absolutely not. He could not live with me.
Okay, I understand.
But
so how was she getting benefits if her daughter lived with you?
Because, as I mentioned earlier, both of them love to beat the system, and they used my grandchild against me and my husband just so that they can continue to beat the system. I did put my son on child support.
Okay.
That I absolutely did.
And now you're wanting child support from mom.
I want child support and full custody of my granddaughter.
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
Oh, absolutely, yes. When she brought the police to my house, she told them that I threatened her, and she threatened me. She threatened to kill me. I said, absolutely not, Your Honor. What I told her when she called, I said, you know what? If you come over here, I'm not going to be in control. Smith and Weston going to be in control.
Oh, okay. Well, it didn't get that far, did it?
Well, it didn't, because the police drug her from my front yard.
Oh.
This opening is emotional from the very start. A grandmother is mourning the loss of her son while simultaneously fighting to protect the granddaughter he left behind. It highlights how quickly a family's entire world can change and how children are often caught in circumstances they never chose.
All of what she's saying true. You had a history with drugs, drinking. She said you're cheating the system, getting welfare. What it sounds like is that your daughter has been living with her this entire time. So, I mean, is what she's saying true?
The whole thing is, it's the past,
So it is true. The answer is yes.
Some of it is, yeah.
Okay, which part of it is true?
As far as maybe some of the illegal drug activity that her son and I both partake in, some of that is true. But as far as the food stamps and all that, it's not. She's just going by hearsay, by what people are telling her, just using that, in this case. As she stated, as far as coming to get my kids, with the police and stuff, that's true.
Okay.
Because I need Rakisha, to come and be with her mom. She's getting older, and so is she, so.
That wasn't nice. She's been taking care of your daughter. So what difference would it make if she's getting older?
She has been, again, all these words are past tense. It's 2022 and it's time for my daughter to come home with me.
But she hasn't lived with you.
She hasn't, because I was working on my career and getting myself together, so I can be the mom that I need to be. And, I've done that. And unfortunately, Ricky passed, rest his soul. And it's time for my daughter to come home with her mother.
Okay.
I'm not the woman that I used to be, Your Honor.
All right. But you are still the woman she doesn't know, your daughter, right?
Well, actually, and she doesn't know that, I've been talking to Rakisha for about 4 or 5 months now.
Talking to her about what?
Talking to her, letting her know, first of all, reaching out, letting her know that it's unfortunate that our dad passed, and letting her know that I want us to get our relationship together. I want to be the nurturing mother that, that she needs.
Okay. So as of right now, you're a stranger, right?
I wouldn't necessarily say strangers.
Well, it's not necessarily what you want to say. It's what the facts say. You're a stranger to this child.
Police showing up after a funeral isn't closure. It's turmoil. Can you imagine a situation becoming so volatile that law enforcement has to intervene during a family's grieving process? Those moments leave lasting impressions, especially on a child already struggling with loss and uncertainty.
You came and attempted to remove from her caretaker, right?
She's been taking care of her, yes. And I commend her for that. But my daughter needs to be with her mother.
All right. But you do understand that your daughter needs to be in an environment that's stable, where she is familiar with the person that is taking care of her.
Okay, she has to get familiar with her. I am working. I, make good money. I've been paying insurance. So it's not like I've been totally out the picture.
Let's talk about that. How much money do you make?
About $70,000.
$70,000. How much, you say insurance as well?
Yes, I pay $170 a month.
All right. How much of that have you given to grandmother? And it's not a hard question if you've actually done anything. I mean,
well, I can say none then. Let's just, be done with it. None.
So you make all of this money and you haven't given grandmother anything for your daughter?
Well, her dad has been taking care of the child support and everything up until this point.
Right, but what were you doing?
I was paying the insurance.
Okay. So you were paying the insurance.
Yeah.
Your daughter living with someone else.
Well, she the one wanted to raise her.
But ma'am, it is your daughter.
It's my daughter. I paid the insurance. She wanted to raise her. The dad did the child support. We all just did our part.
You obviously came here to waste my time.
Not really. I mean,
it sounds like it. It sounds like you're trying to evade the obligation of paying child support or paying any type of financial support for this child because you want to do what you want to do. Insurance is not sufficient, ma'am.
Oh.
Grandmother can pay insurance if she needed to,
but she hasn't.
Well, she can't do it without a modification to your court order. That's the reason she's here.
This is the moment that changes the direction of the case. When Judge Vondaby says, "You're a stranger," it isn't meant as an insult. It's a legal observation. Time matters. Consistency matters. Relationships with children matter. The judge is making it clear that past absences don't simply disappear because someone decides to reappear when circumstances change.
Oh, can my daughter go home with me?
No, she cannot. She is going to stay and remain with the person who's always taking care of her. You haven't said anything different to support that grandmother has not been doing the job you should have been doing. So what we're going to do is, based on your own testimony, and I believe you told the truth.
I did.
$70,000 a year. And that's giving you credit with the $170 health insurance. Your gross is $5,663. That brings your net to $4,613. You have one child, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. 20% of that brings your monthly child support obligation to $923. And as I stated, you are still to maintain the health insurance.
That's over $1,000.
And no, it's not. It's under $1,000.
So 9 something plus the 170?
No, you got credit. The
Oh, okay,
170 was given
okay.
in your gross. So you got credit for that. $923 a month. It's what's fair. It's what's in the best interest of your daughter. Your daughter is going to remain with her grandmother.
Okay, so
$70,000 a year sounds substantial, but income alone isn't the issue. The real question is why none of that money was reaching the person actually caring for the child. Insurance helps, but it doesn't cover groceries, school supplies, clothing, or daily living expenses. Judge Vonda B. wasn't willing to overlook that reality.
Any further, Miss Franklin?
Yes, Your Honor. This lady just sit here and perjured the court. She has 3 other children that lives with 3 other different daddies.
Oh, wow.
And you know, she had more miles on her than Route 1604.
Okay, well, Miss Franklin, hold on one second. Do you have other children?
yes.
So why didn't you say that?
Because, unfortunately, like Rakisha, they live with their dads and their other parent, other side of the family. So,
Are you paying child support for them as well?
no.
No. Oh, okay. So you're just not doing anything.
I'm paying insurance for them too.
Oh, right. So beyond insurance, you haven't done anything for them. Is that what I'm hearing? How many other children do you have?
3.
So you have 3 other children. We have to manipulate your child support amount. So
it should be lower.
let's see. Let's see how much lower it'll be. All right. Your child support is lower. It went to $680.
Oh, okay. Should have kept your mouth shut.
No, first of all, that was rude. Secondly, she's being honest. You are not being honest. But that's okay. You don't have to be honest with me because you know what? One day you're going to have to answer to each of your children. Mm-hmm. And that is going to be your battle to fight with them.
Well, at least they'll know I took care of them by paying their insurance.
Oh, okay. And they'll also know you're a stranger. If there's nothing further.
This is the moment the courtroom becomes noticeably quieter. Stability carries more weight than promises. The judge focuses on consistency, routine, and what serves the child's best interests. The reasoning is straightforward, the numbers make sense, and the court's priority is clear. Protecting a child's stability matters more than protecting anyone's feelings.
Mr. Williams, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've been with the defendant for about 10 years now.
Okay.
We had children probably around my years, about 19, 20.
Okay,
And,
how old are they?
They're 8 and 5.
All right.
And right now, I'm an artist, Your Honor. That's how I met her. She was stripping.
I'm an exotic dancer.
She was stripping, Your Honor.
I'm an exotic
And that's
dancer.
how I met her. They was playing me in the club. Because I'm an artist, like I said, Your Honor.
Oh,
and
you were...
she's the one slowing me down with the children.
Okay.
And so, like I said, we've been together for about 10 years now. We got an 8 and a 5-year-old, and she's never there to take care of them.
I'm there for my
I can't
kids.
even do what I can.
Excuse me, ma'am. Let him speak, and then I can assure you I'll get over to you. And do me a favor, you're making me dizzy, rocking back and forth. Yeah, I know you're probably nervous. Everybody nervous when they come to court.
Yes, ma'am.
And you probably nervous looking at me. So it's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so children are 8 and 5.
Yes, ma'am.
She was working as an exotic dancer.
Yes.
You're an artist. You all live together.
We used to.
Yes.
All right. So hold on.
Sorry.
How long ago did you all stop living together?
We stopped living together about, I want to say, 3 years ago.
All right. And where do the children live currently?
With me.
And they've been living with you for the past 3 years?
They've been living with
okay.
me. She comes at 2 times of the week, take them to the park. She's taking them to get a kids meal, but I'm the one that's got to deal with the harassment because
I got to do what I got to do.
What?
Ma'am. What is it with today? Everybody want to interrupt each other.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just don't do it. It's that simple.
I got you, Your Honor.
She's coming in with a kids meal, Your Honor, on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm doing the bond for my daughter on Thursday.
Okay.
You know, and getting them ready for school on Friday. And so that's what the problem is. Like I said, we just can't even stay together no more. And that's why I brought her to the court.
Okay. So you're asking for child support.
Then comes the unexpected twist. More children enter the picture, more details come to light, and the support calculation shifts. But perhaps the most memorable part is what Judge Vonda B says next. She doesn't just issue a ruling. She delivers a lesson. Accountability doesn't disappear because circumstances become complicated. Responsibility follows the child, and the court makes that principle crystal clear.
What health insurance do you have for the children?
I don't have any health insurance right now, Your Honor.
Okay. So are they on Medicaid?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to Mom?
Well, the kids are getting harassed in school right now.
Why are they being harassed?
Because she's stripping, Your Honor, and everybody knows it.
Okay, we're going to use exotic dancer because that's what she said her profession
Thank
is.
you, Your Honor.
And I think out of respect, you should refer to it as what she calls it, okay? It's her career. It's what she does. So that's what we're going to refer to it as, okay?
Yes,
So
Mom.
the children are being made fun of at school because of what Mom does for a living.
Yes.
Okay, she was doing that when you met her, right?
Yes, she was. Like I said, they was playing me in the club. And she's slowing me down, Your Honor.
How's she slowing you down? What you mean by that?
She's slowing me down because she's not taking care of the kids. She's popping in and out.
But how does that slow you down exactly?
It's slowing me down because I had a career, Your Honor.
Oh,
and
I see what you're saying.
I love barbering.
Okay.
But they gonna learn how to barber with me because they up there with me all the time. I need some help. And that's why we're here, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And they go to school during the day, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But on the weekends, they're with you at the barbershop.
Right. She gets them on Tuesday and Wednesday when she's off, but that's not enough.
Just Tuesday and Wednesday?
Just Tuesday and Wednesday.
They don't spend a night or anything like that?
Kids Meal and Park.
Yeah. Okay.
Kids Meal Park.
That's what you're going to
Excuse me. No, that's not what we're doing. You're not going to interrupt anymore.
If I'm lying, let them know if I'm lying.
You're not going to interrupt anymore. That's what we're not doing. Okay?
I apologize. I'm so sorry, Your Honor.
Stop apologizing because you keep doing it. Just don't do it. All right. Now.
You know I'm telling the truth, y'all.
Is there anything else you want me to know about the facts of this case? Not necessarily what she thinks or anything like that, because that has nothing to do with what I have to do up here.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So I can move over to her.
Now we're looking at another case, and the setup immediately grabs attention. 10 years together, 2 children. And according to the testimony, Dad has the kids 5 days a week. Right away, Judge Vonda B is paying attention. He's not asking for sympathy or praise. He's asking for support. Meanwhile, the judge is carefully observing everything, including reactions, interruptions, and body language.
Hi.
Yes, so I am here, not really sure why, because I take very good care of our children.
Well, you do know why. He just said he wants some help. You slowing him down. Mm-hmm. He can't cut hair the way that he needs to and make the money he needs to because the children are always with him.
I mean, they're not always with him. I do get them on Tuesdays and Wednesdays on my off days. That's something we agreed to because I am bringing in.
Hold on. Let me just clear something up. Those are only days you get them, right?
Well, like full time. I see my kids all the time, but on full time, from sun up to sundown, they're with me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
How many days in a week?
There's 7.
All right, so you see them 2. So 5 is majority of the time that they're with Dad. So,
well, I go over there and I check on them. Or
am I missing some days?
No, Your Honor, you're not. But I go over there and I check on them. But they do stay overnight with him on those other 5 days. I have them on the days that I'm fully off, and I can tend to them and get them the meals that they like and take them to the park. But I have to make money.
So he was telling the truth.
Well, not fully the truth, because, I mean, you know, he's acting like I'm not there for him. He's complaining now. He didn't have any complaints whenever we got together.
We just established you are not there. They're with him 5 days a week. Excuse me. Mr. Williams, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told her. No interruptions.
Thank
okay?
you, Your Honor.
No, you don't have to thank me because you've been doing it. So, no, that's not what we're doing. It is not to taunt him. It is just to make sure I give him the same treatment that I gave you. Okay. Now, he has not been dishonest thus far in what he said because you just confirmed it. You get him on your off days, which is 2 days a week. The other 5 days, they're with him. You do Happy Meals and Park. He's taking them to school. He's feeding them. He's getting them dressed for school, getting them dressed are they in any activities?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. School. My younger daughter, she cheerleading.
This is where things become uncomfortable. Every time the discussion moves toward facts, emotions try to take over. But Judge Vonda B keeps bringing the conversation back to the same place, the children. That's important because emotions don't pay bills, buy groceries, or create stability. Facts do.
Are you taking them to cheerleading?
I'm providing for them.
Okay.
He's not telling the financial part.
Okay, so let's talk about that then.
Yes.
How much money do you make?
I do very well.
That wasn't my question.
That's exactly what she told me.
Excuse me. I can't, write down very well on the child support order. I need to know how much you make in a dollar amount.
$180K a year.
$180K a year.
Yes.
How much of that $180,000 are you giving dad?
Well, not necessarily giving that, but on my children, because I don't give it directly to him. I take care of my children.
Wait a minute, hold on. The kids are 8 and 5.
Right.
So you got to give it to him. So what are you giving him to provide?
This is the turning point. 2 days versus 5 days. Once that parenting schedule is confirmed, the entire case changes direction. Suddenly, the discussion isn't based on assumptions anymore. The reality of who is providing most of the day-to-day care becomes impossible to ignore, and the atmosphere in the courtroom shifts immediately.
I wasn't giving him anything to provide for the kids. When I check on my kids, I do for my kids, and I buy my kids
What
stuff.
does that mean?
That means like I provide things for them. I do when they're in my care. That's when I provide for them. But
2 days a week in your care, right?
Well, full time.
We've established that.
Yes.
So what do you do beyond that?
But I can't imagine giving this man any amount of money that I work hard for, and he talking about this stripper, this and that. I'm an exotic dancer, but he didn't have that problem when we got together. And the years that we were together, he wasn't complaining then. But as regarding my children, I take very good care of them. I just can't imagine the hard work that I do. That's why my knee is messed up now, because I had an injury at work. And he knows that. And then he's begging for money. I take care of my children. My children have no wants.
Begging. He's not. He is not. He is not begging. He is telling you to do what you should do anyway as a parent.
But you're not here in private, Your Honor. He's trying to get back with me.
Here, 1 second. Hold on. Shh. It doesn't matter. That has no bearing on child support. What he says to you, what he says about you, doesn't make any never mind to me. What you say about her, what y'all's conversations are, that has no never mind, has nothing to do with child support.
Right,
okay? It's not a but. Let me ask you a question, because I don't want to derail this conversation in this case, because I have some more that I need to get to today. Now, if you're making $180,000 a year, why aren't these children on any type of health insurance?
Well, the profession that I have, there's no insurance offered. And I mean,
well, it doesn't have to be. You're considered a independent contractor, right?
Right.
That means you can get private health insurance.
Well,
did you know that?
I'm not really sure how to go about doing that.
You can Google and say to the internet how to find private health insurance.
Right.
I'm trying to see but
he has his own barbershop, and through the barbershop, I figured he's complaining about I don't spend time enough with him.
He
can figure that part out.
Okay, hold on.
I can take my kids to the doctor, pay the copay out of cash, and be done. Like, insurance for what? I mean...
Well, child support for what? Because you're definitely getting ready to pay. How about that?
Wait.
Yes, no, it's not a wait.
He didn't tell you.
No, ma'am. You came here to waste my time. No. You did come here to waste my time. You make $180,000 a year, and you have not been doing what you need to be doing for these children. You don't pay for cheerleading. You pay for Happy Meals. And
But
I
he
can't even
act-
say
he's
you pay for
acting
the
like
park
he
because
is
the
a-
park is free.
Your Honor, I just want to say, and he's talking about my kids being teased at school and all of that. No, he's the one being teased. He's the one that is brainwashing them to believe this stuff and want to turn my kids against me because I don't want to be with him any longer. That's the ultimate problem. That's why we're here. Because before this, Mr. Williams didn't have any problems with me financially, taking care of my kids, providing.
Your Honor, this
Baby,
is
I'ma
exactly
support
why
you,
we're not
and
staying
you go
together.
do what you need to go do those 2 days a week. That was our agreement. Now you want to bash me and make it seem like I'm not there for our children?
2
How
days
dare
out of the
you?
week, Your Honor.
No, it's not 2 days.
2 days
It's
out
not
of the
two-
week, and
but
she
can you
yelling
tell-
full time.
Okay, but what about that day you had an appointment and I had to watch them?
What about the day you left the kids at the house to go out with your
I would
friends?
never. You know what? See, you always bringing up old stuff. You know, you always going. You're on. At the end of the day, I make very good money. I do very well, and he wasn't complaining then, and now he wants to complain now, and I just don't know what to tell him. You know. But our kids is not an issue. They love me dearly. Please tell Your Honor. Please tell her that how much the
Your
kids
Honor, I don't
love
have to
me. They talk
brainwash
about
them.
me.
I don't have to
in a
brainwash
good
them.
way.
They already know.
No. They
'Cause
talk
they
about
getting
me
it
in
in
a
school.
good way. They love their mother dearly because I'm there for them. What memories are you making with them? Do they
Okay,
tell you
hold
how
on,
they
hold
act
on.
at the
Let me-
park?
hold on.
They love the park.
Here's the memory we're getting ready to make because I made my rule.
This is the moment that leaves everyone stunned. An income of $180,000 a year and not a single dollar being paid to the parent handling the majority of the daily responsibilities. It's not about vacations, gifts, or occasional outings. It's about contributing to the everyday needs of the children. That's the issue the court is focused on.